Hello. Now, I don't know what your opinion is on tattoos, but apparently Bill Gates says that tattoos will replace the smartphone. What? Let's go check it out, shall we? So here's the article. It says Bill Gates declares the end of the smartphone era and unveils its surprising replacement. Now, this is from 3 weeks ago, so I might be a little late on this, but it's news to me, so I thought I would share it. Here's Bill Gates, looking as fresh as always. So in a bold prediction that's making waves across the tech world, Microsoft found that Bill Gates has suggested that smartphones could soon be obsolete, replaced by a entirely new kind of technology. Forget everything you know about handheld devices. Gates envisions a future where electronic tattoos, that's right, electronic tattoos, become the new norm. I don't have any tattoos, and I don't really think I would want to. Really, this is because I'm just not. I've thought about getting a tattoo. I like the Berserk tattoo. You know, the symbol of the dam, whatever it's called, I forget. But I'm not opposed to tattoos, but this is I know this is totally not up my alley. Let's keep going. Decline of smartphones. Smartphones have been an indispensable part of our lives for over a decade, from checking emails to scrolling through social media and navigating our daily routines. These devices have shaped how we interact with the world. Yes, it's really, there's the decline of smartphones. The smartphones kind of decline of, I think it's the decline of humanity with smartphones. That's just my opinion. But Gates believes this era is nearly its end. According to Medium, Gates points to electronic tattoos developed by Chaotic Moon and later acquired by Accenture as the new big leap in personal technology. Instead of holding a phone in our hands, these tattoos will allow us to communicate, access the internet, and even monitor our health, all without a screen in sight. I feel like that could be used in so many wrong ways. But let's continue. The key advantage? These tattoos are integrated into the body. Imagine having a device embedded in your skin. It doesn't sound appealing to me, but okay. It lets you interact with the world through simple gestures or touch. It's sleek, unobtrusive, and possibly more. I think it is intrusive. I don't think it's in your skin. I don't know, but possibly more intuitive than anything we've seen so far. Tattoos are powered by tiny nano capacitors, and they don't require bulky batteries or displays, making them a far more subtle alternative to today's mobile devices. So how do these tattoos work? You might be wondering, what exactly are electronic tattoos? Well, think of them as temporary skin applications that use smart ink filled with, this word again, nano capacitors. That's it. I got it right. Yay! Maybe if I want these tattoos, I'll be able to pronounce things better. These tattoos communicate with surrounding devices, letting you do things like send messages, browse the web, so you pretty much become a human computer. That doesn't sound, or even unlock doors, all with a simple swipe or gesture. Wax on, wax off. So pretty much a computer will be walking computers. That sounds safe and yeah, sure. So beyond communication, these tattoos could also monitor vital signs like your heart rate, body temperature, and even detect potential health issues before they become serious. They are, in essence, a health track and a communication tool rolled into one. And the best part? They're invisible, meaning no more holding a phone or carrying a bulky device around. It's a seamless experience where technology becomes a part of you, not something you carry. I think I might have something I could carry and put and turn off. I mean, with this, I would say you can't turn it off. It's in you. It's going 24/7. There's no off button until you kill over yourself. I don't know. So here we go. Big questions. Privacy, security, and ethics. Let's see what they have to say. As exciting as it sounds, it raises some serious questions about privacy. Yeah, you think? These tattoos would collect any immense amount of personal data from your location to your health metrics. Who owns this data? How do we ensure it's protected? These are the kinds of ethical dilemmas that are bound to crop up as we move closer to this kind of technology. Moreover, imagine security risks. What biometric data stored on your skin could someone hack into your tattoo or steal your identity in new and more dangerous ways? That's true. You can steal your identity that way. But I just want to know what they're putting on your tats. Like the stuff, like just the tattoo itself, the skin, body is probably not. I don't know, it's probably a health hazard. Like nano capacitors. So you have like these nanobites in your skin, in your blood, flowing through your bloodstream. So digital security could take on a whole new meaning as climate stimulus may look for ways to exploit this deeply integrated tech. Still, there are undeniable advantages. These tattoos could replace the need for passwords, credit cards, or even physical keys. In theory, they could provide a level of security that's far more robust than anything we have today, thanks to biometric uniqueness. Does it? I don't really know. They don't talk about the health factors, though. They talk about that. They always say, like, talk about privacy, the data, but, like, what's this do to someone's body in general? Maybe this talks about it. Evolution and wellness. Another fascinating aspect of electronic tattoos. This article seems to be really pushing for tattoos. That it's a good thing. Is the potential to change how we think about health and wellness. The ability to monitor heart rate, sleep patterns, other critical health markers continuously could help us catch potential health issues before they become urgent. In a world where wellness tech is rapidly evolving, these tattoos provide more accurate real-time health data than any current wearable. But there's also social impact to consider. If these tattoos become mainstream, it can mean the end of screen addiction. Without the constant distraction of staring at a smartphone screen, we might experience a more focused, less fragmented interaction with technology. Well, that sounds more like a you problem, like an individual problem. If you're so much on your phone all the time or screens, then you need to get that's something you need to get worked on. Having this tattoo is not going to really, I don't think, change that. I mean, it might help, but still, I don't know, you're a human computer. I don't know, that just doesn't seem right to me. This shift could fundamentally alter our social behavior and even how we relate to one another. You mean go back to what it was like before we had smartphones? Is that what they're trying to say? The shift could fundamentally alter our social behavior and even how we relate to one another? Because we're not in front of a screen, people would actually go back to talking to one another in person, going out and doing things, and have better etiquette between each other. I highly doubt that. Anyway, however, this also brings up other issues: social divide. How accessible would this technology be? Only certain groups have access to it, digital divide could become even more pronounced. Interesting. So they don't really talk about too. They say social divide, like who would get it, but well, who would have access to it. But I think more so for me is, I think the social divide would be the people. It's like a Black Mirror episode. Really, this whole thing is like a Black Mirror episode. The people who would be for it, and people would be against it, because that would be a social divide right there. Especially if they started to make it mainstream, and the people who don't want to get it would be left out, and then they would maybe want to be able to get a job. Because they don't talk about that either. If you have a tattoo, you might need to have a tattoo to get it. Be able to work, get benefits, all that stuff. If you don't get a tattoo, if you don't get that, you'll be left to die just because you don't want this weird, not untested technology in your body. So that's the real issue too. So if they really did stop putting this out there and made it mainstream, there's gonna be a group of people that are not like me who are not gonna want this. So what happens to me and those people? Maybe it will be outcasts. So it's very interesting, very scary. Good old Bill Gates is definitely a face you can trust. So I don't know. I'm not for electronic tattoos. If anything, I might just get a regular tattoo if I ever wanted to. I mean, the only thing I could think of is like a barcode or something on your arm or on your hand or something. I can't imagine. Or a QR code. We walk in QR codes. Just scan the codes with your eyes. And boom, be on a forehead or something. Just scan it. You look at it, it scans. You get all the person's information. I don't know. It's scary. I don't like it. What are your thoughts on this electronic tattoo? Would you get one? Are you for or against it? Please let me know down in the comments. But it looks like this is the way society's going. It's really scary. I think definitely more of a decline for humans, the human race, but that's just me. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.